In an action-packed final episode of our Amawaterways Amadara Mekong River Cruise, we explore more of Cambodia by Tuk Tuk and Oxcart. We visit an Amawaterways sponsored primary school. We finally get some pool time. We watch the craziest crew talent show we have ever seen. And we give you our final verdict on our Amadara River Cruise. Would we cruise with Amawaterways again? Watch to the end to find out.
So today we've done something that we've never ever done before, and that is an Oxcart ride. You heard that right. So we went to a little village called Campong. We've just pulled up, and literally, as you can see, there was just...
I don't really know what we were expecting to be there. We've booked to do an Oxcart ride. When we get there, we're surprised that this yard is filled with oxes with
and
carts attached to them.
You literally just sit with Paul put his legs apart, I sat between his legs, and you're just sat in a cart.
Comfort was definitely one of the highest priorities when they set these ox carts up. It's literally the boniest, most basic, and when they say it's a cart with wagon wheels on, and we're talking wagon wheels like off a wagon from 1800 and frozen to death.
Yes.
That you see in a cowboy and Indian film. When we pulled away, because obviously we're in the, for safety, he put a little bit of wood across the back, which even with my belly I could have slid underneath.
Oh, I don't know.
That's harsh. That's not, I don't like this. I'm the mickey taker. And as we started to pull out of the yard, as the wheel did a full circumference, a humongous piece of
ox
poo appeared on the top of the wheel, and I'm thinking like, oh, I hope that doesn't flick off. So
we're on. This is going to be interesting.
We've done some things on holidays, but
yes.
I must admit, never thought we'd be doing this.
Sat in a cart in the middle of Cambodia. But it's good to try these things out, isn't it, Paul?
I thought I'd sold some rubbish cars over the years, but...
But we're all safety first, isn't it, Paulie?
Yeah.
Well, put your hands in, Paulie, for the wheels. What's the matter? Fall off the way. What's it? Ooh! Wagons roll. Wonder when it was last serviced. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, welcome to Kingdom of Cambodia. Enjoy with the Cambodian limousine, Cambodian farmer, Lamborghinis. Yes. Travel with Amawaterways. Enjoy your time always. Big smiling from Cambodia. Yes, that's one Cambodian limousine here. And you can see it's wow, beautiful of the Oxcart here. Right. Yeah. Alright. That's right.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
He's been fabulous, hasn't he, Sam? But every guide that we've had has been superb. So, can't fault a thing, can we, Paulie? Can't fault a thing. They do. Oh, look at that. That was a pelvis crusher, wasn't it, Paul? Yeah. Oh. You know, it was one of the funniest things we've done, wasn't it? But just one of the weirdest things we've done. And I think we both agree that we've ticked the box and Oxcart done.
It's what's known as one and done.
So after our Oxcart ride, we were led back to the coaches to be driven obviously back to the port and back to the Amadara, and it was about an hour and a half drive away, wasn't it? So we thought, oh, great, time for a nap. Because this cruise has probably been one of the most fascinating cruises we've been on, but it's so tiring, isn't it? Because there's something on all the time. This
is the third 6:30 a.m. alarm call Carole's made me do this week.
Made you do?
She made me.
But you're so glad you've done it, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, yes. So we had a good power nap on the way back, which was great. And then we headed straight to the Mekong restaurant for lunch because we were famished, weren't we?
As we've said throughout this cruise, the food and service on Amadara has been superb. And once again, lunch was a very tasty affair.
So now we're back in our room and we're just going to do a little bit of work before our Tuk Tuk adventure this afternoon.
so I'm looking forward
and
to that.
Paulie's going to start writing all the postcards for our YouTube members and patrons. And since we've been back, the ship's moved. So we're going to just go out onto the balcony and show you.
I'm just going to check under my pillow to make sure my writing pen's there.
No, you're not. If you lie down. Keep going, Paulie, keep going. Let's show you our... You know, for the last few days, all we've had to see, well, the last day or so, has been another ship. But this, no, but look at this, what we've got now. How lovely is that? Oh, look at them chains. But as you can see from upstairs also, there's some other ships that have joined us. And one is the Viking ship. And it's still two of the Lotus ships, isn't it, Paulie?
Yeah.
That we've not seen before. But a Viking, I think it was Viking Saigon. Yes, so there we are. So we're going to do a bit of work. And this afternoon, stick with us because we're off on a Tuk Tuk drive around Phnom. No, Phnom. What is it, Paulie?
Well, look, I've been saying to Carole, Carole's been saying it totally wrong from day one. Couldn't say it more wrong. I've been saying Phnom Penh. Now, our guides have mostly been calling it Phnom Penh, but occasionally they say Phnom Penh.
Yeah.
Carole doesn't say anything like that. She could be saying Aberystwyth for all I know, but so it could be Phnom Penh, it could be Phnom Penh.
So we're going on an orientation ride in a Tuk Tuk later.
Where?
To Phnom Penh. Yes! Get up, Paulie. Keep going. We can do this. Come on. So next up was a trip around Phnom Penh, in a Tuk Tuk.
We're gonna go now for the rest of the vlog if we remember. Phnom Penh.
Phnom Penh.
Oh no, is he yellow?
Hello, yeah.
Oh, we'll see if we can change.
No, hey, Bantan, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. Right then, we're off on our Tuk Tuk experience.
We're off on the wacky races.
There's a policeman helping us out, you see, stop the traffic.
I find that more concerning that he's got a helmet.
Yeah, these things
He
can't
does.
tip up, can they?
Who's got a helmet with horns?
Yeah, he's a Viking. Here we go. We're on it now.
There's no way you can imagine a big pole, right?
Hello there.
Way
Yeah.
to save time.
Yeah, we do a lot of that, yeah. Yep. That's a step up from the usual
We dropped Tom and Jane off at a local market before taking in more sights and sounds of Phnom Penh on our way back to the ship.
adventure, wouldn't it, Paulie? Yeah, so we definitely recommend a Tuk Tuk little tour, which was included with Amawaterways. But even if you wanted to do it yourself, it costs you for 4 of you just $12 an hour. So if you are coming to Phnom Penh, then that definitely is something to consider. And here we are back at our lovely little ship. It is. He's going to run him over. It's just so lovely, aren't there, people? Just had such a laugh. Time for a beer, I reckon. Time to get some. Oh, gosh. Time to get the sundress on, Paulie. And here we are. Perfect. Let's talk about laundry on Amadara. And
so we like to keep it all high octane.
we do. But do you know what? It's been brilliant. As you can see from the prices, it's really, really reasonable. We'll be adding this to our website. Probably be doing a laundry post, won't you? You put it outside your door in the morning, and it appears in the evening in your wardrobe, doesn't it, Paulie?
The same day.
Yes.
This is how observant we are. We sent our laundry off. The next day, towards the end of the day, we went to reception and said, look, you know, we don't want to complain, but we put some laundry in yesterday morning and we haven't seen it. The lovely girl on reception said, have you looked in your wardrobe?
And we're like, oh.
So we looked and it's all hung up.
Yeah, it was.
They're like,
because when we've done laundry on previous cruise ships, it's either been hung up in your room or in your bathroom or laid on your bed so you can see that it's back. But
they're laundry people are like the SAS. They're like ninjas.
They are.
They sneak in and hang your stuff up in the wardrobe without you. I'm sure we could have even been asleep in bed when they did it. I don't know, but they was there and out and hanging up and. Well,
but we've done 2 lots now, haven't we? And the second lot, because we learned from the first lot, in the morning, came back, knocked on the door, late afternoon, wasn't it?
Well, that just completely blew out the water my ninja theory where we didn't even know they'd come back. No, they knocked on the door because we had
the second time.
Yeah, the second time, yeah.
Anyway, the point of this conversation is the laundry on Amadara is very efficient and very cheap.
Feeling very weary after another day of excursions, we enjoyed a delicious dinner before heading off to bed.
Right, good morning.
Morning. It's 8:40 and I've already been up for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yes, we got up early to watch the sail away from Phnom Penh to go into Oxcart. Oh, let me show you on here. Oxcart village, where we're actually going to visit a school, a primary school, and it's a school that Amawaterways supports, which is really amazing. And we're going on a Tuk Tuk ride. So we were up early at 6:30 because we want to see the sail away from Phnom Penh. And have a look at this.
What's it called, Annie?
Phnom Penh. I think I've sussed it.
Well, now, just when we think we've got it right, and we're saying Phnom Penh, a few of our guides yesterday was calling it
Phnom Penh.
So, Phnom Penh.
Anyway.
Tomato.
Exactly. So here's a little look at our sail away from Phnom Penh. We had heard that the captain had, I can't open the door, that's it. We'd heard that the captain could basically dock this ship anywhere, and he could, even if he ties it to a tree, and that's exactly what's happened this morning. When I came out onto the balcony, as you can see just down there, the guy that's with the walkway, there was just a little plinth, and a guy, and I didn't capture it, which I'm gutted about, did like a pole vault to get over to the side while someone shut the rope. So as you can see, it's tied to 2 trees up there, and we've got a tree up here, as you can see there, and it's tied there. So we've literally not gone very far from down the river. As you can still see Phnom Penh there. And we're going to be heading out. There should be some tuk-tuks arriving very shortly to take us on a tuk-tuk ride and go into the village. So we've just got to go and see Tung as usual this morning, haven't we, Paulie?
for our briefing.
Yes.
It's like being in like MI5 or something. Every morning we have to go for a briefing just to let us know what our mission is for the day.
I suppose it is that, isn't it? So let's take you to a little village on a tuk-tuk.
See you later.
So this is the first. We're going off the front. And morning.
See you later, maybe.
See you later. Ooh. Morning.
Morning. See you
This is a different ladder.
Carole.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, I say, you're all here waving us off.
Nice day.
Paul. Yeah.
Hi, no.
Be careful.
Hi, Sophie. Wow. And Makara, this is a royal send-off. Hello.
Chong Ko Oknahete Primary School has been sponsored by Amawaterways for several years, providing much needed school equipment. We were asked by Amawaterways not to publish any photos or videos showing the children, so here is part of a song they sang us when we visited. Visiting this amazing school and seeing the children's thirst for education was incredibly inspiring. Back at the ship, we were given a fascinating insight into the multiple uses of a humble Cambodian scarf, which is called a chroma.
My little backpack. Yeah, when we coming back from killing field, nobody having suitcase, nobody having carry-on. So we only using our one scarf to carry our clothes or to carry our supply. One day I went to the market, I had a little basket. I use it to carry my 14 inches TV back home. So it's strong enough to carry your 14 inches TV. If you free the head and you put your baby 2 months old in there, it becomes your hammock. How many percent of people now have indoor facility? Around 90%. But 20 years ago, only 10%. Do you know what happened to me? My zip broken. Then I have no chance to go home and changing my pants. Then I ran out of it. Can you see? Save your privacy. How to be a turban because your lunch coming soon. So can you all practice with me to be your turban? See that? Half. Then 30% down to the front. After fold to the back. Then one more time. See that? Okay. Remember pocket always at the back. Turn around. So in the front no pocket. Can you see that? Okay, and use your chin to hold it. Up and down. Then you see, tuck it into the pocket. Then together and smash on your knee. Then you become flight attendant. My grandpa is smoking, as my grandma don't want him to smoke. But when he walk the animal to the field like cow, she always check. No cigarette. But you know where my grandpa hide cigarette? In the top here.
Yeah.
With the lighter. Enjoy my life. And she said, go with him and check where he kept his cigarette. When you found out, I give you 5 candy. So I went with him. You smoking. I will report my grandmother. And you know my grandpa feels, okay, you have choice. 5 candy or walk 5 miles to school. Because who drive me to school? My grandpa. And then I said, I teach you how to make it to be your turban. Because when you go to the bar, your wife will check your money. Where is it? But you can keep your $10 here and enjoy your life in the bar. Right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
After being entertained by Bunta, we enjoyed another fabulous lunch, with Carole choosing a salad, a broccoli and cauliflower pasta and some ice cream. I chose the famous Cambodian dishes of fish and chips and pecan pie. After lunch there were a few activities on the programme, but we decided to just chill out and enjoy the views of the Mekong as we sailed towards Angkor Ban.
River cruising is just very intimate. I think if you don't like meeting people and joining in with activities, river cruising really isn't for you.
No.
It's because it's a small ship, and you can find a little bit of space, but it's all about engaging with the destination and getting on with people and just having a great time. And we've had a fantastic time so far, and we've still got a couple of days to go, haven't we?
And we often get asked about solo travel. The first morning in the hotel before we came to the ship, we bumped into a lovely guy called Bill.
Yes.
Who's American.
It's so funny.
And he's a solo traveller, and we're 4 or 5 days in now, and everybody wants Bill in their group.
Yes.
He has just been absolutely hilarious. He was the judge at the karaoke the other day. Everywhere you go, it's like, come on Bill, come with us. So solo travellers would definitely, if Bill was anything to go by, be made very welcome.
Well, I think everyone's just aware of inclusion and including people in things. So if you're worrying about travelling solo, then Amawaterways would be fantastic. Right, so Captain's Dinner. We were asked to go to the Saigon Lounge to meet Marcus and Tung for a pre-dinner glass of bubbly. So we met them at the bar there, and then we went into the Mekong restaurant, and we had all our little names set out, didn't we?
Well, I had my little name. Carole had her longer name, obviously, because she's got a bigger name. And when Carole says Captain's Dinner, I need to point out that the captain wasn't actually at the Captain's Dinner.
No.
If you got an invite, you could pop along and have dinner with Tung, who's the cruise director, and Marcus, who's the hotel manager.
I was sat next to Tung, and we were with a lovely couple called Dennis and Susie, who we've been talking to throughout the cruise. And we met Mary Jo and Vicky, 2 more Americans that were great to chat to too. So the company was excellent, as was the food, as always. The food in the Mekong restaurant has been superb, as has the service. So we spent the next hour or so just listening to Tung, such an interesting guy to talk to, because he's so well travelled, been doing this job for so long. He's just superb at it, isn't he?
He's very good indeed.
And Marcos is funny. He's a real Mickey taker, isn't he? So he sussed you out straight away. So there was quite a lot of banter and fun, and a lot of laughter, which was great. So then it was time for the crew talent show, wasn't it? And oh my gosh, it was such a fun night. Well, let's start. The restaurant team started first. Well, Marcos introduced everything. Tung and Marcos do all the introductions. And Marcos is just hysterical, and he had us in floods. And then it was the time for the restaurant team.
I'm going to have to stop you there, mate. He had us in floods.
Which is floods of laughter.
Oh, okay. Floods of laughter, that famous saying, floods of laughter.
Well, he did. And
floods of tears, honey.
well, anyway, we weren't crying. We weren't crying. We've cried a lot this cruise because of just how emotional it's been. But this was just...
this was floods of laughter.
It was floods of laughter. There was the restaurant team that started off with doing a really excellent song and a dance, and we thought, oh my God, that's going to be a hard act to follow, because that was the most professional thing we'd seen, wasn't it? And then it was up to the bar team that came on and, well, had us in hysterics. There's only 4 of them. And one was on guitar, a cardboard guitar. There was Tuan that was being the vocalist, and there was Narong that was
a little drum
kit. But it was really comical, as you'll see here, because Tuan kept pushing Narong away. And the funniest bit was when they turned around the guitar, it says... if you don't vote for us, or if you don't give us a high score, you will get no more drinks. Yeah. Something along those lines, wasn't it? But the housekeeping team came on and started doing like a song and dance with a man at the front just coming into the audience and really singing loud. But well, let's just show you, because it was just so funny.
She's not selling it to me. It was much better than that.
It was.
Ladies and gentlemen, the housekeeping team want to show you tonight the original version of the Happy Song. Welcome on stage, the housekeeping team with the Happy Song.
Towels tomorrow, but they just smashed it.
And then the sailors came on and they were doing YMCA, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it was absolutely fabulous. And then the judges voted, and it was a tie, wasn't it? Yeah. In the end, between the bar staff and the housekeeping. But I must say, we thought the restaurant staff, from a professional point of view, they did a lovely dance with the hats, should have won. But it was such a fun night, wasn't it?
Thank you, Simon Carole.
Yeah. So then our last day on board, we were woken. We didn't even get to our alarm.
So I've been complaining about the 6:30 alarms that Carole's been putting on, but once I'm up, I've thoroughly enjoyed every moment. But Carole's 6:30 alarm was usurped, I don't know what the right word is for that, because we were moored up, there was a local engagement party, and apparently it's traditional for, as soon as the sun comes up, the party starts, and the party starts with very, very, very loud music. So at between 5 and 5:30, the music started. Oh, I'll tell you something, I was over the moon. I just wanted to get out there and celebrate with them, didn't I?
So good morning from the Amadara. The music from ashore started at 5:30, so I've just come up on deck to see what's going on. Great opportunity to take you for a walk around the sun deck again. Ali's got a yoga mat all set up for a 6:30 class. So she does 3 classes a day actually. Just going to have a look to see if we've got anything here. We're off to a traditional Cambodian village this morning. So it's been such an interesting cruise this. It's just day after day of education and learning something new, and we've loved it. Can you hear all the cockerels? Right, well, I might go and grab another half hour's shut-eye before we have to get off again. Pauline Morgan.
What the hell is going on?
Have you slept through this?
I haven't slept through it, have I?
We've been snoring since 5:30. Another beautiful morning on Amawaterways. It's tough the early mornings, isn't it, Paulie?
Yes.
But it's worth it, isn't it?
No.
It is. Come on. And as you'll see from the footage here that we're going to show you shortly, we actually got invited into the engagement party. It's been just walking around the villages and just seeing local life has just been wondrous, hasn't it, Paulie?
And what I did when I got there is I cut all the wires going to the speakers.
No, we didn't. Ah.
Can accommodate up to 50, 60 people easily. No problem. I experienced that myself already with my mother-in-law home in the countryside 17 years ago. Exactly the same like this. So may you all meet the daughters of the grandma here?
Hello.
She's the daughter, she's the one that take care of her mother down there too. Yeah.
So we're walking on this bamboo and you feel like it's going to go any time.
My family, just laying down on the floor. You have photos.
It must be universal.
It must be.
This is what woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning.
We're going to see the ceremony.
Unfortunately, we couldn't quite make it in to see the engaged couple, and my Insta360 had overheated in the sun. So unfortunately, we haven't got any photos of the happy couple.
As a Cambodian rums. So rice wine with the bitter wine or the coffee limes and other bark of the tree as a Cambodian rum for curing the muscle pain.
Can I have some?
Why not? It's very strong. Same thing. Moonshine. Moonshine. Smelled it. Very strong. You can smell it.
Check, do they have a happy room up there in their
Strong, right? Did you like to?
So we came back from that another fabulous excursion to find Ali she's doing a tea ceremony. Now Ali is the wellness instructor. She's lovely, isn't she?
She is.
And she was just going through the ways of how the Vietnamese make their tea and the reasons why they do it and the different flavours and how they do it. And that was really interesting too, wasn't it? And then it was time for lunch, and we decided to have our last lunch on the pool deck. Now, we've been loving the sun deck on Amadara. It's a beautiful space, loads of shade and a little pool, as we'll show you here. The food, again, up there is just fantastic. I had a Caesar salad and a spicy burrito that was really spicy. And you had?
I also had a Caesar salad and I had a cheeseburger. And I've got to say, I know it sounds like being a bit of a Philistine, but it was as good a burger as I'd had anywhere. It was absolutely fabulous. But I did have a little bite of Carole's burrito, and it was a cheeky monkey, was it? Ooh.
Yeah, but great service again from Australia and Narong. And then we had some pool time because the excursion later on isn't till 3 o'clock. So we just chilled out in the pool, as you can see here.
The last excursion of the cruise took us to Ngor Bachi Temple. Also known as Wat Ngor, it's a Buddhist temple situated a mile away from the provincial capital Kampong Cham. It was built during the reign of Jayavarman VII, who reigned from 1181 until 1218. After another fascinating excursion, we headed back to the ship for the very last time.
I'm sure, as everybody knows, obviously Carol's touched on tips earlier, and it is a bit of a touchy subject with me, but on here, on Amadara, what they do is they give you 2 envelopes. One is for the crew, one is for Tung, which is the cruise director, the cruise manager, and there's a suggested amount that you can put in. There's nothing forced upon you, there's nothing put on your room on a daily basis. It's entirely up to you, and they give you a suggested amount. To me, that's how things should be. Big up to Amawaterways for that, for not forcing people
Yeah.
to pay gratuitous.
But just to add on that, we paid it actually on our, you can pay the crew gratuitous on your card, so on your account, so it gets taken off your credit card, but the cruise manager's cash.
Yeah.
So, and we gave the recommended amount, as I explained before, and we're very happy to do so.
That. And in all fairness, we gave the recommended amount.
Plus more.
Plus more.
Yes.
Because, I mean, everybody shone. But obviously, we try to sit in the same place in the restaurant all the time. So
the bar people got to know Paul very well.
Yes. So we were dealing with 2 or 3 or 4 members of the staff more than we were others. So obviously,
but that's entirely up to you, isn't it?
Up to
and
you.
we also tipped on top to our guides, because they've been exceptional. The 3 guides, we gave them $20 each, didn't we? To as an extra thank you, because they've just been phenomenal. Then it was time for the last dinner, wasn't it? Captain's dinner on Amadara, and we sat with Tom and Jane and had another fabulous meal.
And I just want to point out once again that the captain, Carole keeps calling it the captain's dinner, no sign of the captain, because I don't think it was the captain's dinner. I think it was just a farewell dinner.
Well, let's have a look on the programme. Oh, that's the wrong programme.
I bet you mysteriously she can't find the programme now unless she's right.
Okay, it wasn't the captain's dinner, it was just the last dinner on board. But anyway, the food, as always, was awesome. We started off with prawn cocktail, which...
We had a prawn cocktail, and all of us had the prawn cocktail. And obviously we take photos of everything, and after they cleared our plates away and we said how much we all enjoyed it, and I said what I thought was really nice was how they presented it, and they made all the food into the shape of an apple. And Tom and Jane and Carole looked at me like I was the village idiot. What are you on about?
But
so I had to show them the picture.
And as you can see, Paul was right. Been right a few times this week, Paulie.
Twice in the last 10 seconds on this video.
But it was delicious. Then I had broccoli soup, which again was good. You had egg drop soup, didn't you?
I had egg drop soup. I've never tried it before. I thought, well, actually, I think I do quite like broccoli soup, but I thought, no, let's go for stuff that you've never tried before. I had the egg drop soup, and I got to be honest, it didn't do anything for me at all.
Then I went for a creamy mushroom pasta, which was absolutely delicious, and you had the steak,
I had the steak, and again, the steak, it was great. It was cooked to perfection, and it was lovely and juicy.
And I had the pavlova pudding, and you had the something chocolate, obviously.
I had the cheese plate.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he did.
3 times wrong in the last 25 seconds.
No. After a fantastic dinner, we popped up to the Saigon Lounge to catch up with all the friends that we've made. We've met so many lovely people on this cruise. It's been absolutely fabulous. As we mentioned before, there's lots of Americans on board, lots of Canadians, a few Brits, probably only about 10 Brits, really.
I think it was
that we've sort of managed to talk to.
But, you know, that's plenty, isn't it?
No, we've had great fun. It's been brilliant. And everyone's just been absolutely lovely. So then it was time to think, right, let's have one for the road just in the restaurant. But we didn't want a late night because we have to be up at 6 again in the morning to have breakfast, check out of our room and take the 5-hour coach trip to Siem Reap.
And we didn't know whether that engagement party would have finished, so we didn't want to go to bed too late.
No. Right then, it's a very sad time. Isn't it, Paulie?
Yes, because it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, 6 o'clock
again. For the 6th or 7th day on the trot. Anyway,
it's time to get off Amadara, sadly. We've got our cases all packed, so we've got to be outside the room with our yellow, because we're yellow family, ready for our 5-hour journey to Siem Reap. But it's just been amazing, hasn't it, Paulie?
It's been a blast. It's been, as we've said many times, nothing like anything we've ever done before. Vietnam and Cambodia, like the people, they got nothing.
Smiles.
They got nothing, and they're still smiling. And out of that nothing, they'd still give you
something,
anything they had. I know it sounds daft, but you'll know what you know what I mean. But yeah, so
I don't think they've got nothing. They've got something.
They got something, but
it's just been exceptional because they are just beautiful people, inside and out, aren't they?
Yeah,
absolutely. And Amawaterways has been exceptional. Our first time with Amawaterways definitely will not be our last. We've been very impressed with all the staff, the ship, everything. We can't fault it, can we?
No complaints whatsoever.
No complaints at all. So our trip's not over. We are heading now to Siem Reap on a 5-hour tour. 5-hour bus trip.
Yeah.
And then that's when we leave Amawaterways and we're self-exploring in Siem Reap. We're then heading back to Ho Chi Minh City before we fly to Japan, as we are heading on a 12-night land tour of Japan with Riviera Travel. So make sure you're subscribed to our channel. We've got lots more videos coming your way. So and if you've enjoyed this, we hope you've enjoyed this series as much as we've enjoyed doing it, because it's just been educational, emotional and amazing.
It has. You're getting emotional.
I am, because it's been pretty special.
Yes. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It's free.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in Japan.
Yes.